Hey everybody, welcome back to Kelly's Creations. I'm so glad you're here. I'm going to do a project today that I've been wanting to do for so long, and it's an altered book. Now, this book was one of my son's books from school that he's not using anymore, and I thought it would be neat to take this book and try this project. And I took the front cover off of it. I'm going to be using an X-Acto blade, and I'm going to cut sections out of this book. Just random sections. This is the first time I've ever tried this, and I've seen this on Pinterest, and I just thought this would be so much fun to do. You can get books at Dollar Tree, or if you have old books laying around or damaged books, this would be a perfect project to utilize this book for your decor. So like I said, I'm taking my very sharp X-Acto blade and I'm cutting through layers and layers of this book to make sections to add little items into. So this is just random right now. You do this any way you want. You can cut these sections big. You can have like different sizes. I'm doing a circular one at the bottom that's going to be kind of like a little cave. You can just have fun with this. Just be really careful when you're cutting that you don't slide and accidentally cut your hand. These blades can be sharp. So now I'm going to come in and I am going to burn the edges. Again, this part, be careful. This is paper. This is going to catch fire. So have something wet by you. I have a baby wipe and I'm only doing little small areas at a time. I want that burnt look around the edges. So I am just slowly burning it so it doesn't go out of control. Using my baby wipe to put it out. And I just keep doing this until I have the effect I want. Then I do come in with my distress ink and I go over parts of the book that I just want to look a little bit older and have that vintage distress look. So I go over the edges, I go over the pages, really give it that vintage, worn, distressed look. I come in with a glue stick and I glue some of the pages together. I want this book to stand up, but I don't want all the pages moving. I don't know if that makes any sense. It will at the end. I want it to, some of it to be free and open, but other parts of this to be together. So I just use my glue stick and I start gluing random pages together. To make my little houses, we're going to go back in time here. This is a video I did a little while ago where I showed you how to take air dry clay and make these cute little clay houses. So I grabbed some footage from that old video for anybody who hasn't seen it, and I'm just going to show you how I made these little houses that I'm going to add to this altered book. These little houses are so much fun to make, and you can make different roofs, you can make peaks, you can put as many windows and doors, you can paint them any color you want. They're just a lot of fun to make. After I had all these little houses, I did set them aside and I let them dry for at least about 24 hours. The more you like maneuver them, the less cracks you have. So these came out pretty good. I didn't want them perfect, of course. I wanted them to look like old stone houses that have been around forever. And you can just play around with textures and just make them your own. So these were the houses that I had from that project. It was a project where I used cans and made these little house settings for Christmas. So you can check out that video if you would like. But they fit perfectly in these little cubbies that I had cut out of the book. So we're going to make a little town setting in this book. And I'm going to use these houses. I'm going to glue them down. And I'm going to use some things I got from Temu. I have been addicted to Temu lately. I don't know. Tell me, have you guys ordered any craft supplies from them? So far, everything I've gotten from Temu has been amazing. Oh my gosh. And so affordable. This little envelope came with a bunch of transfers and scrapbook paper, and yeah, there's only been one problem, and that's getting the backing off of these can sometimes be a little stressful and difficult. But yeah, you just got to keep working, trying to get that back off. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you have a better way of getting the back off. For some reason, these were like giving me a hard time. But I grabbed some butterflies and some mushrooms, and now I'm just going to start layering this book and putting different items, trees, mushrooms, butterflies, floral. I'm just going to keep layering until I have a cute little effect going on with my book. To attach my little houses to the book, I'm using craft glue. You can use super glue. I just probably wouldn't use hot glue because hot glue does not stick well to clay. So probably like even E6000. This craft glue seems to work really good. It's just craft glue I got from Dollar Tree, and it pretty much holds perfectly to these pages. Once I got my houses in place, again, this is all about layering. What's fun about these altar books is you can just keep adding and adding. Those are probably the crafts I like the most, when I can just keep putting more and more and more on it, and the more I add, the better it turns out. So now I'm adding trees, I'm adding things to the spine of the book. Like I said, I'm just layering until I have the effect I want. I had these paper die cuts that I think I got them off of Amazon. I'll have that link below in my Amazon shop. But I thought it would be cute to put a little window on the side, and it actually fit perfectly in the area that I had cut, which is random because I didn't even size this when I was just cutting the book up. But that fit perfect, so I thought that would be cute to put a little window on it. And I'm just adding random things to this to make this book come alive. This is so cute, so much fun to make, and it's perfect in your decor, especially if you decorate country or even farmhouse. This is like a perfect little filler piece, and it tells a story, which I always love. At first, I was going to leave these houses white, and then I just thought they weren't popping enough. So I came in with some green, and I painted the roofs, and I painted the windows and the doors just to make them pop a little bit more. They were kind of getting lost being all white. My inspiration from Pinterest, they used string and they made a ladder, and I thought that would be really cute to use the string and make a little ladder going up from the bottom to the top. And I'm not even making a perfect ladder. I'm cutting two long strings, and then I'm cutting a bunch of random smaller strings and just gluing them with the craft glue till they resemble a ladder. I'm not worried about overhang, so my rungs of the ladder kind of are longer than the sides. That's okay. If you want perfection, you do you. You make them perfect. I like the randomness. I like how they hang over and they're not all perfectly the same size. I went into my stash and I got these from Temu as well. They're metal pieces, and I thought it would be cute to add a little metal to this as well. And I add a little metal clock to the center of this. Like I said, just adding just random items to this is what really makes this cute and a conversation piece. And I love metal clocks. So I put a little metal clock right into the center. Now I'm going to add some greenery, and I just cut off some greenery, and I'm going to put trees at the top of this, in between the houses and on the sides of the houses as well. Again, from my Temu order, I got these colorful little flowers. And I thought that would be cute to add just some pops of color. So I used craft glue and I just added some of these flowers to the greenery that I had put. I think it just makes it pop and adds just a little bit of color since this is a lot of green, white, and beige. I also add a little flower to the top of the clock where there was a hole, and that little flower covered the hole as well. The little circle at the bottom with the flat house in it, I wanted it to resemble a cave. So I put craft glue around the circle, and I'm coming in with Spanish moss, and I'm going to add Spanish moss around the opening to the cave. I just thought that looked cute and it made it look more like a little cave, and I absolutely love how this little book came out. I think it's so adorable. I think it's just a conversation piece. I think it tells a little story of a little town, and it's the perfect little like backdrop to your decor. If you're like me and you like stuff that not everybody has, this is just the perfect addition. What's fun about this is you can do this any way you want. You can make it your own. Since not all the pages were glued together, all you have to do is fan them open and it stands upright as you see here. So I had so much fun with this. This was my first altar book. I thought it came out super cute. I had a lot of fun. Let me know in the comments if you would like to try this or if you've already tried it. And as always, I hope you guys have a blessed and most wonderful week, and I'll see y'all next Tuesday. Bye, y'all.